Welcome to a great scene here. Excitement and energy flowing in the stadium as we get ready for this week's Game of the Week. And we can only hope that it matches the hype. This is not just any other matchup. Both teams come in ranked in the top 10, colliding early in the season, each trying to set the tone with a big statement. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the #1 team in the land, the UNLV Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Return starts from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Defense makes the stop after a 5-yard gain, so 2nd and 5. Bulls come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Dumps it down to the back. Caught. They bring him down, but not before he gains first down yardage. Offense in hurry-up mode.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
Play action here on 1st down. And he lobs it deep down the middle. He's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, South Florida. No chance to catch it.
Chris, I don't blame him at all for taking advantage of this matchup. Put that receiver out on the left. If he gets the matchup you like, take a shot downfield on the post and hit it for a big touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Takes the handoff. It's Morris. Powers through. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
And now from the pistol formation. He'll hand it off. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? On the run, he'll let it go. Finds the receiver wide open. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The junior able to bring him down quickly. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Going to try to use his legs here. Trying to get the throw off. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Pre-snap motion from the offense. On third down, he drops to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's King. With a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
Seventh play of the drive coming up. Makes a quick catch. Finding space at the 20. Tackle made after a big gain.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside, not only can they make the catch, but they have quickness to make plays after the catch. Great example of that right here.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. Nowhere to run up the middle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fix, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. The pocket breaking down. And that pass rush has trapped him. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. And he knocks it right through the uprights.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They lose yards on first down, so second and long from the 16. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And it's caught across the middle. Gets some space around the 30. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 45. They finally get him, but it's across midfield. Big gain to the 33.
Well, that's exactly why you dial up a screen. The defense is overcommitting to the pass rush and trying to apply pressure on the quarterback. Great execution, plenty of space available, and man, he had a convoy downfield to help him pick up big yards.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Finding space at the 20. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Tackled at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
An important 3rd down conversion coming here in the red zone. It's 3rd down. Quarterback in the shotgun. Looking for 6. Catch hauled in here over the middle. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Tackled way behind the line. He'll lose 6 there.
Man, it's 1st and goal. You're thinking about trying to score. You're looking at positive yards, and instead, you're going backwards. That's going to set up a very important 2nd down call here.
So off the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 7. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulls. That's why he's a dangerous scrambler. The quarterback says, I'm just going to end this scoring drive right here. I'll do it myself.
Yeah, and everybody's covered downfield. The defense has done a pretty good job of containing the offense. The problem is this guy's creativity. I don't know, maybe put a spy, a linebacker on him to try to mirror him when he takes off to scramble.
UNLV 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Comes the UNLV offense back out there. Tough to win these games kicking field goals. They know they need to reach the end zone this time. Caught behind the line. It's Morris. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Caught quickly. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the 1st down. Offense comes up to the line. He might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And they bring him down, but look, there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see if the officials wipe away this turnover. Time for one more play here in the quarter.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly. Flip. Man.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 1st quarter of play.
South Florida 14. UNLV 3.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play.
Black 24. Black 24. Easy.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Oh, and nearly intercepted. Had a lot of room to run, but couldn't quite hold on. It's going to be 3rd down.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Can they pick up the 1st on the ground? Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Well, sometimes it's just a backyard brawl, right? I mean, it's 3rd down and short. You trust your back and the line to be able to pick up the 1st down, and he literally pushes with everything he has, throwing a haymaker there at the finish of that play to pick up the 1st down.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the football. Defense is coming after him. Trying to create outside the pocket, but they've got him for a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Got it.
Second down now after the sack.
Tuna. Flag.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Catch is made down the middle. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
How about the offense here dialing up a good zone beater? Let's give credit to the coordinator for calling the right play at the right time and the receiver finding the hole in that zone.
Spider.
They'll try to run for the first down. And now it's fumbled. What a decision. Looks like the defense has it.
Man, Chris, we can hear the contact from that hit all the way up here in the booth. So, hey, it's easy to blame the ball carrier, but I don't know if anybody could have been able to hold on to the ball after that hit.
Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Off play action, he's looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, USF. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now here.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
UNLV 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Looking for his big tight end. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football, and now it's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Drops back, needing a third down completion here. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's found some room at the 45. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide.
Man, this quarterback can play the game. He can throw, and as we see here, he can run the football. The defense does everything that they need to with the pressure. They look like they're in good position to be able to come up with a nice play on him, but instead, he shows how he can slip out of the back door of this defense and pick up a nice gain.
And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Okay, ready?
Incompletion sets up a second down.
In blue.
Here's the option play. breaking tackles. Ball carrier in space now. And he's into the end zone. But hold on, there's a flag down. This might be coming back. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is third down and long. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary, and he's going to launch it deep again. And it's intercepted right near the goal line.
Wow, great job by the defense coming up with the interception. If you look at it from an offensive perspective, it's third and long. Why not take a chance downfield? You might get a pass interference call. Maybe you come up with a completion. In this case, it is intercepted, but at least it's downfield, almost like a punt there on third and long.
The USF offense is back out there now. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. Past the 20. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And the wideout goes in motion. Looking to pass here on second down. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Boy, this is great execution here on this screen play to the running back to pick up big yards and a first down. I think in the process, Chris, they send a message to the defense. You can rush our quarterback all you want, but when you do, you better be careful because we're going to throw the screen on you.
That's a design quarterback keeper. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. The offense with some pre-snap motion. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, they get stopped here on second down. It's going to bring up a third and goal situation. And from this far back out, wouldn't be surprised to see them go through the air. Just don't want the quarterback to take a sack here. Make sure he gets the ball out of his hands quickly.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Convoy.
Trying to throw for it on third and goal. Pass caught. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. Now the important point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. And that one's picked off. What a play. Going the other way, can they catch him? Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Bulls. Well, the takeaway and the touchdown, that is just a dream play for any defender, Kirk.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows you what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime.
Let's go.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Not able to connect, incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Second down play coming up for this offense.
Set. Longer.
And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. About time this offense gets going. It's a 1st and 10. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. He's moving out of the pocket. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Okay, ready?
Looking to throw again. Trying to extend the play. On the run, he's going to chuck it deep. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. He's looking deep here. This one is broken up and falls incomplete.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on 3rd down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big 4th down coming up.
4th down, looking to throw for it. Look at this. He'll go deep again. Catch made down inside the 15-yard line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNLV.
This is when having an accurate quarterback is so important. 4th down, critical situation. He puts that ball right on his receiver. What I love to see is he not only picks up that 1st down, but he's got the speed and the awareness to take it to the end zone for the touchdown.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Bulldozing his way through those tackles. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. The last possession, they really had the passing game clicking. Move right down the field for a touchdown. First down, looking to throw the ball. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Single back, takes the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, USF.
Oh, my. What a great play call here by the offensive coordinator. The running back received some great blocking up front and just took off with it, carving up this defense all the way to the end zone.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his back. That's caught. It's Morris. And that will pick up a first down. They'll spot it at 38. No huddle here for the offense. Looking to throw it on first down. It's caught downfield. They get him down, but he crosses midfield. Spot the ball at the 44. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Beautiful catch right near the sideline. Gets the foot down.
Quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. And this pass is caught, bulldozing his way past tacklers. And they finally stop him down at the 5. Solid gain on that catch and run. And a timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter. 1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Grab behind the line. It's King. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays.
Easy.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. It's very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that touchdown.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Makes the catch for the 2-point conversion as they continue to cut into this lead.
Oh, how about this call? They completely spread the defense out with this empty set. 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off, and they still get it done. Great timing by the quarterback and his receiver.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. Looks like they'll take a knee in the final play and head to halftime with the lead. And that is going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Bulls will kick this away to start the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. Quarterback keeps the football. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional. I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up third down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
Third down. The offense desperately needs a conversion here, trailing in the third quarter. And the back now goes in motion. And he'll drop back here on third down. Looking for the wideout. And he pulls in the catch. They've got him at the 48. That's a first down. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
So second down after the incompletion. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. It's a huge gain. He's got it inside the 30. Tackle is made, but it's a big gain. He'll move the ball to the 25-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Obvious false start there, moving too early. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Important second down play coming up. The back in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. The sure hands. It's Morris. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
And this drive has now reached the red zone. In the third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Lets it go quickly. He's got it right near the end zone. And he scores! Touchdown, UNLV. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Takes the snap and takes off on the run. And he's got it. The two-point conversion cuts the lead to 16, a two-score game. Now they get set to kick it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. They'll give it to the back. He trucks through the defender. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. Trying to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down.
Now the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Tries the right with a quick throw. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. Out of bounds, but not before a big gain. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it. You convert, and you keep working that clock.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him.
Well, the offense goes with a counter play here, and the defense does a pretty good job of slowing it down. Again, you got to be disciplined on defense. Just when you think they're running on the front side, they run that counter play, and you better be home on the back side.
That's a big gain. Great decision to keep the ball and pick up the first down. The Bulls look to keep this drive moving. Ball handed off. Tackled, but first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
The Bulls looking to cap the drive here. It's first and goal. Here's the handoff on first and goal. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Now they'll switch it up, looking to throw the ball here. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, South Florida. And the route is on. That's another strike from this quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. But let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And looking to throw now on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Oh, my gosh. They go for the big play, and they drop. Boy, that hurts, and it hurts their momentum and a chance at a big play.
And this time it's complete. Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid gain. First and 10 now for the offense.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
On the move here, trying to hit a deep shot. And the pass is dropped, incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. He makes the grab. Rips off a big gain all the way to the plus 43-yard line. The offense really clicking here. This is turning into a monster day for this quarterback, Kirk. His passing yards now up over 350.
Yeah, and it seems like this defense has tried everything. They're blitzing. They're sitting back in zone. They're trying to double.
He grabs it inside the 20. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. In the red area, it's Morris. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a first and goal now. The offense in scoring position with a new set of downs. Keep it on the ground on first and goal. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Boy, how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
2nd down and goal upcoming.
Here we go.
And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. They line up on 3rd and goal. Got to think this is 4-down territory, down multiple scores.
Black 24. Black 24. Yankee blue.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the South Florida offense back on the field. And they'll use the ground game here. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
But throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. Looking right, this one caught. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Oh, looks like the defense jumped offside there. If that's the case, this will be a first down. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. How aggressive do you get on 1st and 10? That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Off target and incomplete. Now it's 2nd down here. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. And this one is caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He's brought down quickly as short. A few yards closer to the marker.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. It's a short completion to the tight end. Finding some room with the 25. And you're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the 3rd quarter.
UNLV 32.
So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal.
25.
They're going to run the option. Pitches to the back. Touchdown, Bulls. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Number 1 in the end zone.
And they get set now to try the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
UNLV 32.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there.
Cricket.
1st down, looking to throw the football. Receiver makes the grab.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. There's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Boy, this receiver in the slot is giving this defense all kinds of problems. He has another catch on the day. You may want to adjust out, get out of your base, maybe try 5 or 6 defensive backs on the field, somebody that can match up more.
The ball is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. Opening play of the drive, quick throw to the left. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I mean, Chris, look at this guy. I mean, you talk about having a great day throwing the football and leading his team to a nice, comfortable lead late in the game, and it continues. The coach is showing confidence of what he can do.
And he stopped after gaining 4 yards, so 2nd and 6.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big 1st half, and he's already at it again.
Ready.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage.
Razor. Jackrabbit. Go.
Here's the handoff. Got space, looking to score. Touchdown, USF. And the beatdown continues.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
Automatic in the PAT. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The UNLV offense back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Oh, almost intercepted for a 2nd time today. Couldn't quite hold on, but it brings up 3rd down.
Boy, this defense has this quarterback rattled. An interception in the last series, he almost threw another one.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He's running out of time here. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. Hey, it's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
Punt team ready to boot it away. Decides not to fair catch it, but he is tackled immediately. A gutsy move, but didn't produce much. The USF offense is back out there now. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. He shreds the tackle. Breaks loose at the 45. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
I love the call here by the offense coordinator. Perfect time to be able to go with this draw. The defense is expecting a pass. They're dropping out into coverage. The back's able to get that ball underneath and pick up some big yards.
Okay, ready?
1st down and 10 now.
Flip, flip.
Takes the handoff again. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Man, I've gotten so conditioned here now that we're in the 4th quarter to see this guy get the football, just get more positive yards. Finally this afternoon, the defense steps up, says enough is enough, and they come up with a nice tackle.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And is intercepted. Tackled after a short return to the 19, but a huge takeaway in the red zone.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the 2nd half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Good protection there. Now finally throws it to the right. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They make the stop, but a big gain puts them in enemy territory. Ball spotted at the 48.
Hey, listen, this game isn't over yet. The defense can't get too comfortable with this lead, and I know the coach isn't content with giving up plays like that at any point in the game.
2nd down after the incompletion. From the shotgun, drops back. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. He cannot escape the defense with a sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly out of the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Tackled quickly after the catch, but the ball moves all the way to the 30. 1st and 10 play coming up.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the 2nd half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down after a short gain there. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game.
Tuna.
Looking to throw it again. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
My goodness, this defense has got to do a much better job of getting pressure on this quarterback. It's third down, and you're going to give the quarterback that much time? Plenty of time, finds his target, nice big gain, and a first down.
And it's caught. Touchdown, UNLV.
Love this never-say-die attitude from this quarterback. He's still slinging it out there. This game's out of reach, but this guy's still putting the ball in the air, and this one's a touchdown.
Empty backfield now, and they go for 2. And he drops back in the gun. Oh, the pass is picked off.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. South Florida, 63. UNLV, 38.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team are able to recover the football. Here comes the USF offense back on the field now. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. The gain good for just a few yards. The defense swarming to the football.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example of a defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
How about the call here? They go with the screen on third down and short. You don't see that called very often. They're not able to even complete the pass, so no chance at a conversion. So we got fourth and short.
And this one is right through. And they add to their lead.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50 plus.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Rebels offense back out on the field. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket now. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. How aggressive will they be on this first down play? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Catch made on the left side. And a huge gain across midfield, all the way to the 40-yard line. The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but wow, the freshman showing off the arm strength.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
And left with no option, just has to throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Okay, ready?
Second down after that previous play.
Acorn. Acorn. Get set. Get set.
After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
This was a promising drive, but back-to-back incompletions makes it 3rd and 10. Looking to chuck it again. Running back grabs it on the screen. They finally get him down, but a solid gain on that screen pass. Good call there. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Morris. And they stop him just short, but defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. The defense backed up against their own end zone. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Cricket.
On the ground, it's Lewis. Got to showcase his spin move, but dropped quickly after just a short gain. Offense facing 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw it. The tight end has got it. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. The offense has been moving backwards here. Now a long way to go on 3rd and goal. There's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Rebels. Now the all-important extra point. And it's good. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Here comes the Bulls offense back onto the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. Send the back in motion. He stopped just short of that 1st down marker, inches away from it. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Chris, you know me. I love to see defensive backs and especially corners that are willing to come up and get physical against the run game. What a job of making that play in space. No gain because of the play of that corner.
Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. This will be an attempt from 52 yards. Let's see if he's got the distance. And it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Boy, this guy had plenty of leg here, too. Chris, you remember the days when a kick from 50-plus was a major accomplishment? Now these guys knock these out like they're almost automatic.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the UNLV offense back out there. This thing is so out of hand, all you can do now is play for a little shred of pride. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line, it's Morris. Spin move and still going. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down. Gain moves the ball right near midfield. It'll be 1st down. Receiver in motion now. Looking to throw it on 1st down. Makes a quick grab. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. The freshman quarterback showing what a cannon he's got. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for a deep completion. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute when the defense knows it's coming. Here, the interception cost them.
So the job is simple here. Just take a knee, run out the clock, and begin the celebration. Well, really entertaining one. It was fun one to call. They get the W, Kirk, in a shootout.
Not much to criticize for either of these teams on the offensive side, where they put on a great show. But for the two defenses, especially the losing squad, you can't imagine their coach is too happy with their performance.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.